is cancel culture really happening? Everyone knows it's happening. It's one of these things that it's so well established. Basically, everybody watched it happen, and there are still people who are so ideological. They're kind of like, this never happened. This is a hoax. And it's just nonsense. Because, I mean, I've been on campus watching this for 22 years. One of the things that we try to show in the book is not only is it happening, it's happening on a historic scale. Like, take, for example, early in my career, 9/11. Right when I started was people getting in trouble for saying things about 9/11. And it was really bad, and people were losing their job for saying insensitive things about 9/11. What we talk about in the book are 1,000 attempts to get professors fired, with about 2/3 of them succeeding in getting them punished in some way, almost 200 of them getting fired. That is twice as many people who were fired during the Red Scare. This is 9.5 years of cancel culture. That's 11 years of the Red Scare, and we're almost twice the number. And people are still trying to say this isn't happening at all. That's nonsense. And basically, like, what we have to understand is there is no comparable period in the history of academic freedom since the law was established between 1957 and 1973. Where you see this scale of professors losing their jobs or otherwise getting punished.
Yeah, and I would also add that Gen Z is obviously a younger and more progressive generation, and yet we've grown up with cancel culture, and we have overwhelmingly the most negative view of it of anyone.
Yeah.
And I think that's just because it's taken for granted in my generation that it's happening. We all grew up seeing it happen, especially when you're a teenager too. Like everyone does and says way less calculated and way more stupid things very frequently. So cancel culture happens right and left, and young people know it no matter what their political orientation. And so I think that's just further proof that indeed it's happening, and there's a whole generation of people who've only known a world in which it does happen.
Join the free speech movement at thefire.org.